sound is dying down, you know what I mean? And I felt he done that. He was going to come forward to do something and probably was in two minds of something. And then that punch come out of nowhere. Hell of a punch. And the rest is history. And like I said, I don't want to... The push was annoying because it was part, but I don't want to go on about that because we don't want to take away from what the man's done and what he's achieved. And like I said, when the fight was finished, he come over and he said some really good stuff and positive stuff, and the dad. So I feel like, we'll come again, and we just got to give this man his credit and say, well, in our era of time, he's the best to be here and do what he's done. He understands how to utilize his body and his movement and the things he does to offset stuff, I felt Dill was doing...
What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy, the original Devil Dog 83, for keeping that loyal coin pumping, no doubt about it, 100%. So, we got some more breaking news right now regarding the team Bumillion shite meltdown. Now, a few days ago, in fact, a few days after the fight last week, I leaked some Team Fury footage, and in fact I included that at the start of this video. You'll see who is now, you'll see the man, you'll see the suspect now known as, or now going as Dean Fury. Yeah, 100%. This guy has adopted a number of identities. Yeah, he like a chameleon, 100%. Dean Fury is a well-known chameleon. He blend in to his surroundings. If he's with Team Fury, he Dean Fury. Yeah, if he back at Yard, he Lamar Scott. If he with Team White, he Dean White. 100%, no doubt about it. He a chameleon having ass. What's that film? Catch Me If You Can. 100%. That's your man Dean White. Yeah, he loved to mingle. Anyway, listen. Like I was saying, at the start of this video, you saw the leaked tape your man the YB put out. On the morning after, the night before, Dean Fury was captured, turning up and trying to mingle with the Team Fury, trying to get on Team Fury. Yeah, begging, have you got any, if Tyson, do you need a manager, mate? Yeah, mate, Tyson. Yeah, do you want a new manager? One of them ones. You let me know if you need it. Let me know if you need any managerial services, Tyson, mate. Yeah. I can be Dean Fury. Anyway, that's what happened on the Sunday. 2-2s. There I am, minding my business. And bear in mind, I put a video out a few days after that, so it must have been about Wednesday or something. And Sugar Hill Stewart, who's Tyson Fury's trainer, had already gone back to the US to party, or not to party, sorry, to enjoy the Taylor vs Serrano build-up. And in that video, Sugar Hill actually roasted Team White and took the piss out of them. I did a video on it. Team Fury, Sugar Hill roasted Team White, taking the piss, trolling them on the basis that, 100%, it was definitely the push. Yeah, it definitely wasn't the sweet, crispy right hand that rattled your bonds for you. It was definitely the push. So the point is, people, Sugar Hill was in America. Yeah, Team Fury was in America, not Tyson, but the bulk of the team was in America, back in America for Taylor vs Serrano. Guess what? There was no sightings of Dean Fury. Dean Fury was nowhere to be found. 2-2s. A few days after Sugar Hill is interviewed back in America, we see today's video. All of a sudden, you see Mr. Dean Fury all posted up. Now again, what don't make sense here is the fact that your man Dillian just got washed, and he's no doubt going through it. And the first thing, like I said, that Sunday morning, Dean Fury had left the camp, had left White's camp and was partying with Team Fury. Do you understand? Dean Fury had left his man's, had left the marital bed. Again, I did a video on this. Yeah? Dillian Whyte woke up to one side of the marital bed being empty. Dean wasn't there. He was too busy trying to mingle and, hey, Tyson Fury, doing all that. That's what he was doing, 100% on the Sunday. 100%. Next thing we know, a few days after that infraction, we then see Dean in America on camera snuggling up to Sugar Hill. This guy's, what's the word? I'm not sure the word, but whatever word it is, this guy's lack of loyalty knows no bounds. Yeah, I can't remember. You rarely see Dean White in America. Imagine all the times to go to America. You pick the time that Your man's just been washed a few days before. And not only that, you're hugging up. Oh yeah, I don't want to talk about the push anymore. It was a great punch, and Tyson's the best thing since sliced bread. And oh, it's bad. But anyway, let me get to the point of this video. The point is, people, from what I'm hearing, the formerly known Dillian Whyte is now in the process of trying to kind of groom Team Fury. And he's basically grooming and or scouting the open positions on Team Fury right now. He's saying, have you got a look? Who's doing your laundry, Tyson? Yeah? Who's taking the dogs for a walk? Do you know what I'm saying? Any open positions? That's what I'm hearing he's been doing. Team Fury stalked Sugar Hill back to the US and has basically been knocking around saying, oh, Sugar, mate, let me know if you need anything. Let me know if you need your car washing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing going on right now. I'm hearing Team Fury is trying to assimilate himself onto the Fury camp completely. His name, I've already checked the records, yeah? I've checked the name log records. I've checked the government name log records. Formerly Dillian Whyte has already applied has already applied for his name to become Team Fury. That's just what it is. That's already in the works, people. So don't, just wait for it. Wait for it. Any week now, you're going to see an IFL TV interview. You're going to see the formerly Dillian Whyte, and then you're going to look in the title and see Team Fury, what the... And again, they won't tell you nothing. You'll just see it change, and no one will ask no questions. The same way it changed from Lamar Scott to Team Fury. No one will say nothing. All of a sudden, you'll hear Coogan say, "Oh, what's going on, Mr. Team Fury? 100%. What's going on, Mr. Fury?" No doubt about it. 1,000,000%. Yeah. But listen, really, I feel bad for Dillian right now, because imagine that you get washed. Within 12 hours of being washed, your man's is in the pub, turning up. Oh, Tyson Fury! There's only one Tyson Fury! Doing all that. Big bulbous Nick as well. Honestly, you wouldn't mind, but this is... Team Fury is genuinely one of the biggest nicks I've ever seen. Big bulbous looking ass. You know what I'm saying? But it just goes to show someone's substance. You'd see, looking at Dean, yeah, Dean would be... At face value, at eye value, yeah. You'd looking at Dean, you'd think he'd be a real one, wouldn't you? You'd think, damn, that's a real solid Nick. But when it comes to it, guess what? He's soft like butter in the middle. Yeah, there's nothing solid about Dean, no doubt about it. 100%. He ain't kept it even a bit like 100. Yeah, he in Sunday morning he partying with Team Fury. A few days later he flying out. No doubt Dillian's in Portugal or UK still, and Dean's in US. Someone do the maths for me on that, please. Someone please help me work that out. Explain. I'm dying to know how that makes sense. Yeah, and they're all in the video as well. That's the worst thing. The worst thing for me is the fact that Dean spends a lot of his life on the DL, but this part of things, you'd think he'd kind of, let me just lay low a bit. Yeah, no shame. He out there partying with Team Fury on the Sunday. He in there mingling with Sugar Hill on the video, asking for jobs. You know what I'm saying? No shame having us. Talking about, I don't want to talk about the push. Dillian wrong. Yeah. Let's not talk about the push, because it was a peach of a smackaroony. And that shows you the reason I included that particular clip of Dean saying, let's not talk about the push no more. That shows, and in fact, not only that, he also says, like you heard him, Tyson, the best thing ever. This is what you call grooming. He trying to groom Sugar Hill. Yeah? It's almost like back in the olden times, when two sides would go to war. Yeah? The deserters would often... I never liked that king anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? One of them ones. I always preferred your side. See them ones there? But back in them times, someone like Dean... Yeah, a deserter don, or someone who, I'm not sure what you'd call it, a deserter, bottom line, deserting, 100%. He deserted Team White, and he looking for a dub. You're thinking, damn, let's cling on to someone who's winning right now. Yeah, Tyson Fury, that looks like a good horse, let's cling on to that one. Back in times, Dean's head would be on a pike, 100%, on a pike, outside a castle, letting everyone know, no deserters get piked, 100%. But these times... snaky individuals allowed to just keep snaking around the place. Who gonna get it next? And in fact, I'm gonna start a sweepstakes. Who will be the next team Who will be the next name? Who will be the next man's name that Dean Fury will take? Yeah, who do you think next? Is AJ gonna have a good performance? Yeah, you just don't know, do you? Dean Usyk? Is it gonna be, because thinking about it now, because whilst Dean has put all of his chips behind Team Fury for now, what if, it's not likely, but imagine if Usyk beats Fury, which some people believe. Some people are staunch supporters. Some people are all in, believing Usyk would beat Fury. So imagine if that happens. You best believe, I guarantee you, in that week after Usyk, or if Usyk was to beat Fury, in that week, I guarantee you, all of a sudden, you'd see Dean Fury popping up in videos with Usyk's manager, with Klimas or the other one, saying, yeah, I don't want to talk about that, let's talk about how great Usyk is, and no shame having us, Big Nick as well. Anyway, listen, I feel bad I feel bad for Dillian right now, because he going all the way through it. No doubt this is going to be a very costly divorce. Dillian's being milked from all angles, Dillian Whyte, and part of me thinks he deserves it, because that performance was trash, but no man deserves to be abandoned by his wife, especially not now. Yeah, what happened to in sickness or in health? Yeah, what happened to in chinless and in health? Yeah, what happened to that? What happened to being knocked out and in sickness and in chinlessness and in health? Richer, poorer, all that rubbish. Your man Dean, he howdy. Yeah, Dean Fury, he ain't want to know no more. Yeah, Dillian's phone ain't got no text from Dean for the last week. Dean been mingling, trying to get onto the winning side. Not even a bit of loyalty. So all I can say is, I'm not sure what to say. Yeah, Dillian, he about to be sued by Frank Warren, and rightly so, for negging on his contract. His wife left him now. It's all the way bad for Dillian. All the way bad. And I believe, yeah, Dean Fury's going to do... Listen, chicks are going to do what chicks are going to do. Yeah? Don't matter how big they are. Dean can be as big as he wants. He going to be doing his thing, 100%. That said, I believe honesty is the best policy. Yeah? If you ain't in love no more, you know what you should do. You should tell Dillian. Sit Dillian down and say, listen, Dillian, we've been married for a few years. I took your second name in 2018, but the truth is, I ain't been feeling the same way. What you don't do is dip out on the Sunday and get caught on camera turning up with the Fury fans, and then next thing you know, you're on the flight to the US, conveniently to the exact venue where Sugar Hill is, and you're all in a video with Sugar Hill. It's bad right now. And you're selling your man out, talking about, I don't want to talk about the push. Your man, listen, Dean, but what do you mean you don't want to talk about the push anymore? Your man's whole narrative was the push. How are you going to do him like that? I don't understand that. For the last week here, your man's been saying it was the push. As a wife, you're supposed to pull the party line and say, listen, behind closed doors you can have your opinion, but on camera, what happened to a united front? You know what? My name Dean Whyte. I got his second name. I got that man's second name. Let me hold the fort here. Yeah, it's the push, 100%. That's what a good wife, yeah. That's what you call ride or die. There ain't no ride or die no more. Your man Dean Fury now, he ain't interested no more. I don't want to talk about the push. Your man loved the push. That's all the push. You man love pushing. That's what you best believe as well. That's the thing. I'm surprised. Dean of all people don't want to talk about pushing. He loved pushing. Yeah, he loved Dillian's cushion for the pushing, 100%, no doubt about it.